Welcome to this very important dialogue with Krishi Rishi Subhash Palekar on sustainable agriculture. Palekar ji, can we say now that though we are talking about natural agriculture, it is a knowledge-based agriculture. There is a huge knowledge.
Yeah.
There is a deep
Scientific,
knowledge.
100% scientific
It is a science.
Yeah.
There is also a technology because you say the process of making the Bijamruta,
Yeah.
process of making the Jivamrut, Ghanamruta.
Yeah, it is
there-
technology.
It's a technology.
Yeah.
And there is a science behind that technology.
Yeah.
There is a whole deep science behind technology. Now we talk about nitrogen fixing, that the
Yeah.
thing, what is this fertilizers, etc. do.
Yeah.
How does nitrogen fixing occur here?
Yeah. Basically, in the air, atmosphere, 78.6% nitrogen existed. Atmosphere is the ocean of the nitrogen. But none of the leaf can take straight from the atmosphere because God had not given the capacity to the leaves of any plant to take the nitrogen straight from the atmosphere. But in the forest you will see nitrogen is available, not given by the human being, but it is available. That means something is there, a mediator, and that mediator is the microorganism. That is called nitrogen fixing bacteria. There are two types of the nitrogen fixing bacteria: symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria, non-symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria. That means, and both are contributing their contribution. And they take nitrogen from the atmosphere, give to the roots very naturally, and all nitrogenous requirements are fulfilled. 40 lakh farmers are practicing zero-based natural farming throughout the world. Since 15 years, they are not utilizing single gram of the FOM and cow dung manure or compost vermicompost and fertilizers. You show single deficiency, no deficiency at all, because we have raised that natural system, and by means of the natural system, all these nitrogens are available to the roots. These microorganisms, which are responsible nitrogen fixing bacteria, are existed in Jivamrutam because they are created in the intestine of the Deshi cow. And when Deshi cow cast the casting, all the nitrogen fixing bacteria are coming in the cow dung. And when we prepare Jivamrut, Ghana Jivamrutam, they are coming in the Jivamrut, they are multiplied. And when we utilize Jivamrut, Ghana Jivamrutam, they are going into atmosphere, in the soil. They take nitrogen from the atmosphere and give to the roots. Nothing to be purchased from the market. No nitrogen fertilizer, no chemical fertilizers to be utilized, because God has given a very beautiful system to the human being, but human being is destroying. This is not I think that it is very hazardous because of they have not aware about it. Is it is ignorance. And by means of your university, we will give the actual what is the truth, and then they will stop this.
Can we come to a very bold statement which I had made in IIT Delhi also during this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan? So please corroborate on this issue. That statement is that what we are talking about, natural agriculture, is a very advanced biotechnology. Advanced bioscience and biotechnology.
Beautiful, it's not beautiful.
It's a only thing is that here the reactor is not outside. Reactor is in the cow. Bioreactors. Maybe there are many reactors there.
Deshi cow, local cow.
The local cow.
Bos indicus.
And we should study, instead of studying costly means we are of course studying many bioreactors. We are erecting bioreactors in the laboratories. Many things are there. Instead of that, we should study the bioreactors within the indigenous cow, Indian cow. That cow, what you are talking about. And there should be deep study made of that, because that is what is, according to your statement, is really creating this. So it's not a something like that. Krabi say huge knowledge base, or what you call deep knowledge here in actually bringing this technology or this knowledge into the farming sector. Do you corroborate this? Do you agree with this?
I am totally agreed. I will support your mission because you are the chief person of that mission. We will support, no doubt. We will give our best services to you. Even throughout the world, Africa and Asia is the big resource of the Deshi cows. In Africa, crores and crores of the Deshi cow you will get there. That means this technology can be spread out in Afro-Asia very speedily. And what about the Europe, America? They have to import our cows because Brazil has done this job and they have given fantastic results. So I think that Europe, America will consider about the fact.
So now our Prime Minister is talking about make in India and give it to the world. So these cows are made in India.
Make in India.
And then we can give it to the entire world.
Even we have 35 crore acre land, and we have 8 crore deshi cows today. That means for 5 acre, 1 cow is available. In my technology, from 1 cow, deshi cow, we can cut 30 acres of land. Then we have surplus land, surplus cows. No problem at all. Only they are concentrated in Gujarat, Saurashtra area, and some part of the in Rajasthan area, Bundelkhand, North Karnataka, Marathwada, and Vidarbha, and Telangana. Only we have to take those cows and to give available to those people, those who have no cows. This can be done very easily by your project. We can find out how to.
Now, can we say to this now the extremely important issue, which I think which is the heart of many people in India and also some outside, this Gohatya issue.
Yeah.
Such a importance of cow, such a thing, great thing. And when I studied, when I was studying, looking at Vedic structure, Vedic sciences, there's so much importance is given to cow. There are more vishas on cow of thing, and voice is fulfiller of all wishes, Kamadhenu. This one, that importance was known to our Vedic rishis, and who were scientists at that time, and that's why I said that cow, why cow should be worshipped, and how she should be reared, and how this one can be, why she is so holy. But today we are seeing the cow is being cut, cow is being butchered, on mass scale. This is because of this ignorance. One of the reasons is because of this ignorance, maybe for the one.
What happened? So many organizations are working to save the cows.
Yes.
A big movement.
Big movement is there.
Yeah, in India it is a big movement. In world also now awareness will be built up. But what is happened? The cows are going to slaughterhouses from the market. They are purchasing from the market. In the market, cows are coming from the farmers. When farmers sell the cow, they are coming in the market, they go to the slaughterhouses. Why farmers are selling the cows? Because farmers do not want to sell, because he knows the importance of the deshi cow. She is my mother. It is my mother, he says. But he is totally deficit by means of the chemical farming and by means of the organic farming. He is totally deficit. There is a big loan, and to compensate the loan in emergency, he is committed to sell the cow. But before he will participate in my workshop, he is selling the cow. But after listening my workshop, he is finding the cow. Where is this cow? I am purchasing, because he knows the importance of the cow. He knows actually importance. That means when the government will give the importance to zero-based natural farming, and every farmers will aware about the importance of the deshi cow, he will not sell. And when the farmer will not sell, the cows will not go to slaughterhouses. This is the non-violent movement. I think that non-violent movement.
How do you take care of this? When I was discussing with many Goshalas this issue, that
Goshala will not save the cow. Only farmer will save the cow, because to raise the Goshala and to continue the Goshala is a very difficult task, because nobody is giving the funds to the Goshalas, and there is a big headache to the Goshala people. So I have discussed with so many Goshalas. I have given the remedies. Okay, you give those cows to the farmers, those who are practicing zero-based farming, and they will. Rest of the cows, when they will exist in the Goshalas, farmers will give the fodder to the Goshala to feed the cows, and Goshala will give the dung and urine to prepare Jivamrutam, Ghana Jivamrutam to the farmers. This is the collaboration in future we have to raise. Again, we will start a new movement, that is terrace gardening. Terrace gardening will be the new movement. In the big cities or towns also, the women are purchasing very hazardous, poisonous vegetables, very high cost. It is not necessary at all. We will give the technology. In the earthen pots, they will raise the vegetables, they will raise the fruit trees in the terraces, and they will utilize Jivamrutam, Ghana Jivamrutam. My farmers will sell the Jivamrutam, Ghana Jivamrutam to the urban people, and they will be in dialogue with them. There will be collaboration between them, and Goshala will also give available Ghana Jivamrutam and medicine to the urban people who will raise the terrace gardening, and Goshala will be benefited. That means what is the trap? We will definitely out of the trap by means of this system.
One question which comes on this is that today the labor is not available, as you said, and the whole thing is getting mechanized because mechanized tractors, etc. Now there are cows and there are of course then bulls. What do you do of these bulls, which are going to slaughterhouses, which are going to massive scale going to?
Now, what will happen? The OPEC country, the Federation of the Oil Producing Countries, says how much speedily we are utilizing the fuel from the stomach of the earth. Within 35 years, no single drop will be available. That means when the fuel will not available, all the tractors will be stopped. And how speedily we are sending our bulls to the slaughterhouses, there will be no bullock also available. What will be the situation in future? For that purpose, it is the commitment of farmers, it is the commitment of the consumers, it is the commitment of the government also to decide the seriousness of this problem. No remedy to the bullocks, no remedy at all. In future also. But nowadays, if the bullocks are not available, we have to utilize mechanization, no doubt, but in limited manner. We have to utilize human resources. Human resources are not utilized today because of the 1 rupees rice and 2 rupees wheat. Nobody is willing to go to work as a labor. They are sowing, they are gambling. Nobody is coming to agriculture. In future, no farmer will sow the seeds they will raise only forest. And how the food crisis will be a big problem in the future. So, to solve this problem, everybody will come together to discuss on the point, and after the discussion, remedies will come out.
Now we are coming to a very important thing. One important thing which is missed out, so far. How do you do the insect management now, the pest management, insect management, and this whole thing issue of comes out, which is of course a huge industry, insecticides and pesticides and herbicides, the huge industry. In this process, natural process of natural agriculture, how is this management done?
My theory is totally different theory than agriculture scientist. Agriculture scientist says insects are the enemies of the farmers, crops also. But I am thinking totally different ways. No insect is the enemy of the crop, I claim. They are the friends. If they said, agriculture scientists claim, the insect attacking the crop and they destroy the crop, I am asking one question to the agriculture scientist, why the forest trees are not affected by insect attack? Why there is no insect attack, disease attack in the forest? Why there is no insect attack and disease attack on the both bank of the roads, highways, on the boundary of the farm also? There is no insect attack. Why? There is no answer with the agriculture university. No, there is no answer. Real answer is resistance power. God has given the best gift to the human being, to the vegetation, to the every living being, that is resistance power. In zero-waste farming, we are creating the resistance power in the body, because this resistance power is given by the humus, and humus is created only zero-waste natural farming. When we utilize straw mulching and Jivamrutam, humus is created in the soil. That humus gives the resistance power to the plant body, and when the resistance power is created in the plant body, no insect attack and disease attack. You will see in my zero-waste farming, you will see no attack of insect, and because we are creating resistance power. This theory of agriculture university is totally wrong, that the insect attack is a natural process. It is totally wrong. Without inhibition, insects are not coming. Because when there is a natural law, no body, maybe human body, maybe vegetation body, maybe animal body, maybe insect body, will accept to enter the foreign body inside. They immediately start to throw out. When you give the urea, nitrates are accumulated in the plant body. These are the foreign bodies. Residues of the insecticides are accumulated. heavy metals by organic farming, that means cadmium, arsenic, mercury, lead are accumulate in the plant body. These are the foreign bodies. Now the plant is totally excited by means of these foreign bodies enter foreign body, and they send a message to the in the environment. Please, all the insects should come who are sucking pest. You come, you dung, and you remove the militants. And then after the invitation, the insects are coming. They suck the juice. They suck the all foreign bodies, and then the tree is established. I will give you one example. Why in the forest insects are not attacked? Because in the forest land, we are not going to utilize any chemical fertilizer. We are not spraying insecticide, and we are not utilizing vermicompost. So no problem to enter the foreign body, and no problem to invite the insect, and no problem to spray the insecticide. No problem at all. We have only remedy we have to create the resistance power, and zero-based farming is creating resistance power, no attack. Secondly, there is a biological control. There are two types of the insect. One, the enemy insect which attack, and one predator or friend insect which control the enemy insect. And friend insect are very in low quantity, but low quantity also they control all friend insect. And only what are the host plant we have to take as intercrop, in which they can stay and they will control the. In my technology, I have given so many intercrops so that they will come, they will reside, they will control. The biological control is very, very useful, and it is happened naturally. It is not necessary to give the effort, external effort to establish the system.
During my childhood, I used to see that. Yeah. I used to see in my farms, and I'm a farmer myself. Yeah. I used to see that intercrop farming. Yeah. And there was specific recommended that these are the intercrops we must do, and that's how there were no pesticides and insecticides at that time. Yeah. So you are recommending intercrop farming, and especially symbiotic farming, and this is a technology by itself. This knowledge. Yeah. We are talking into
ancient knowledge.
This is ancient knowledge. We are talking of today's thing with in the US and Europe, and now we ourselves massive monoculture farming. With the soybean, it's a full soybean. Because that's what is there. Yeah. So that is against the.
It is totally against, because they want to attack. There should be attack of the insect, so that farmers will commit to purchase insecticide and fungicide from the market, and money will go outside India. This is the conspiracy.
Maybe, but I think this is not science.
It is not science actually.
Because the monocultures, which are massively practiced, thousands of acres.
What is science? That is science which exists in nature. And you will see there is a great biodiversity in the nature. How much we can maintain the biodiversity in the crop, we will get the best result, and plant protection also.
The current practice of really having, because of the cash crops, we are going only soybeans. Yeah. Biodiversity in the farming has reduced. So for example, if something is not economical, people just give up that.
It should be stopped.
So this has to be this one, and this can be stopped by price balancing, correctly the price balancing of the various things. Yeah. So I think intercrop farming, which was known ancient for long times, must be reintroduced.
Yeah, must be introduced.
And we should stop this monoculture, this massive monoculture things which are going on. Yeah. So which may be useful this year or next year, but can result into the massive damages.
And by means of my technology, special farming, if there is a monocrop, we can conserve only 12.5 kilocalories solar energy per square feet leaf surface area in one day. But when you take intercrops 5-layer model, you will conserve 5 times more energy in same 1 square feet leaf surface area by means of the variable intensity of the solar light they want. So it is I think that it is a miracle technology to conserve maximum quantity of the solar energy, so that we can utilize that solar energy by means of the food, by means of the straw, as a mulching material.
So the foundation of this zero budget natural agriculture is cow.
Deshi cow.
Deshi cow, Indian cow.
Yeah, Indian cow.
Deshi cow, and
not only Indian, because it is existing throughout the world. In Africa, Asia also.
Indigenous cow.
Bos indicus, we will say. Indigenous cow, local cow.
And you are given the differences between the indigenous cows and
I have given, in my books, I have given the
and the
differences.
comparisons between them
Yeah,
and
yeah,
why they are so important.
Yeah.
And today, but there is animal husbandry. We are creating more and more new breeds of cows or even the bullocks and also the buffaloes. So this is not a correct thing which we are
No,
doing.
it is not correct thing. It is not correct thing. It is not correct thing. Only we have to conserve indigenous cow.
Have we discussed this with animal husbandry people?
No people has come to me to discuss about this point.
Well, this is a very important point.
Nobody has come yet.
So we used to call Nandini, Kamdhenu, this this
It is Kamdhenu. It is Kamdhenu. Actually, it is Kamdhenu. Every requirement of the human being is fulfilled by the Deshi cow. Every requirement. It is a Kamdhenu. It is mother. There are three mothers: soil, our real mother, and cow. One of the cow is another mother.
Bhumata,
Bhumata,
Gomata,
Gomata,
Mata.
Mata.
I see. Three mothers, really, mothers.
Yeah.
Now our question is, you have been advocating zero budget for how many years now?
Yeah.
Like natural agriculture for how many years?
Since 1988, I am giving this technology because since 1985, I have started my research and development work for 12 years continuous, and I have completed my research work 97. And 95 to 97, I was at Pune as the editor of the Balli Raja magazine. And after completion my research and development work, I have devised my technology. And since 1998, I have started this movement. And continuous now. I can't count how many workshops I have conducted, more than 2,000, 5,000, I don't know. Because 24 days in a month, I am conducting workshop. Now, doctor has given some restriction, me also and you also. So, we will overcome this restriction also, because we will not stop the movement for health problem. No. God will find out the solution. We have depend on the God.
There will be also zero budget health.
Zero budget health.
We are talking about. And it is in fact, this whole thing, dialogue is taking place for that reason, that how it can be spread using these advances in this television technology, internet, computing, multimedia, what we can accomplish, and what is called MOOC, necessarily open online courses, so that it can be popularized and seen not only in English language but other languages as well. This is what we have to do. How popular it has been now so far? How many farmers have taken to it?
I don't know, but I will claim 40 lakh farmers are practicing geometric farming in India now. And lakhs of people, I don't know actually, but they are, when they see the model, they believe and they start to practice geometric natural farming. By means of the 4 ways, we are spreading this knowledge throughout India. By means of my continuous workshops. In my workshops, 500 to 10,000 farmers are sitting for 7 days also. It is what you said, Bhagavad Saptaha, and they are benefited. Second, there are my books in every language, English, Hindi, Marathi, and in South Indian language. And the books are very popular in farmers. And third, my models. When anybody will go to visit the model, just like you, and they totally change the mentality. Oh, I am seeing, it is the reality. How can deny it? And they accept. And social media. Social media is I think that nowadays, social media will help very helpfully, and we have to take the advantage of the social media.
Subhash, I want to tell our aspiring learners or the curious minds why I came from IT or from supercomputing. My history is same as 85, India required supercomputer, 88. Really, we began the supercomputing mission for India, and that continued second mission to 98. And that time I had a question that IT also grew. I participated in the entire IT revolution, and including making policies for it. Very interesting policies by which India has become almost like IT superpower, $100 billion industry. This is one thing, software which is exported from India in such a large term for almost everybody in the world, the great Fortune 500 companies. But I came to the conclusion that if you want to solve the basic fundamental problem of Indian development now onwards, sustainable development now onwards, I came to the conclusion that it is today, even with the industrialization and all these things, science and technology, what we are talking about 67 to 68% people get their livelihoods from agriculture.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
IT, and today, and IT we have created so far, last 10 years or almost 20 years now, we have created 3 million jobs, 30 lakh jobs, totally, cumulatively, over the years. Whereas here some 60 crore people are engaged in agriculture, actually directly engaged in agriculture. So if the problem to be addressed by people like me or something like that, at least to be understood and studied, is the problem of agriculture for our livelihood and for our for our future growth. And that's how I came. And when I saw in my own land, farmers are committing suicide and I have no solution. That's why I came to you. That's how I came to you. And when I saw, is there a solution? And you say, there is a solution. And we saw the farms, and you are saying that now 40 lakh farmers have taken to it. It's it may be small, but it's big
Small quantity
for me, and because there is no government support.
No
There is
support,
there
no
is
support at all. I am
there is no
not taking
policy
single
support.
rupee from anyone. No government support, no financial support from anyone.
So if we all come together, the government, the scientists, and advance this concept further and get it practiced, we can really make what we call
India will be a superpower.
So
As your dream.
yes, India, what we talk about the Vishwaguru, because finally the farm, I think Vishwaguru in this kind of thing, India, like we are accomplishing IT, some way we are accomplishing IT, we can do this for agriculture. And the solution is Indian technology, zero budget, natural agriculture, what we call spiritual, which is synthesis of science and spirituality. There is a science and there is a ahimsa, truth, like there is a spirituality in this whole process. That convergence which we can give to the world, like the great message of Mahatma Gandhi, the message of truth and non-violence. I think this is the message you are trying to give, and we want a younger generation, the people in the IT field. I see the convergence of people from this kind of thing. When as the years go, they will converge to agriculture because there is no other way. They will see to even for their own future. This would happen, and today's message that you talk about
Because these are cream of the society.
We have to link them.
They
will be linked that they think this, and that's it. Krushi Rushi, that is what I call the Sanskriti of the knowledge and the Krushi, which was India's great civilization, Bharat's great civilization. This will be great traditional knowledge with the new understanding of it, of science. We want to take this agriculture and make this Shashwat, what people are talking, green revolution. Second, the sustainable green revolution is what we are talking about. That's why I understand today. And we want to really teach people this, to young farmers, to agriculture universities, to this, the second green revolution, which
video
India should bring.
conferences is
or
a
conferences.
best.
So thank you very much.
Okay.
Subhash, this was a wonderful dialogue and wonderful learning experience for me, and of course, whosoever will come into that, we are going to continue this through a course.
Mission will continue.
We will continue this through a course, how to do it actually, and then we go deep into each of these issues and answer these questions. Sustainable agriculture. So friends,
sustainable agriculture, sustainable development, sustainable life.
Sustainable life, yes. Sustainable agriculture. Thank you so much for this great dialogue.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.